And we're live. Hi everyone, this is Gamer, and I'll be returning to Civ Vox Populi. Let's continue with the modded playthrough. Ah shit, I forgot. Honestly, I'm doing tests, so I guess it's fine if I have the entire map. It would save me a lot of problems. So, yeah, a lot of changes have happened since the last time. Actually, I need to check something real quick. Huh, that is very odd. I need to figure out why that's happening. So, so now I have the second column, and not only do I have these three buildings, I've also integrated parts of more wonders into my mod. I got permission, don't worry. Which adds a lot more wonders. So we have 3 here, 2 here, 1 here, 1 over here, and I 1 here, yeah, and then a bunch thrown all over everywhere. So what's interesting now is that now if you go for policy tree, you'll have 3 different wonders you can go for. So tradition, you have University of Sancor, Godon Dagon Pagoda, and Ahu Tongariki. I'm probably butchering all of these. And then if you go authority, you'll have Alhambra, Forge of Damascus, and Great Zimbabwe. And for progress, you'll get Forbidden Palace, Wartburg, and Fallen Mine. And I tried to keep it true to what more wonders have, but wow, those bonuses were so powerful. I had to nerf them so much in order to fit them in, but somehow it's done. Oh, kind of. So, wonders up to the medieval era has been added. I'm pretty sure I didn't add any to Renaissance because it's actually not that fun. It felt like a chore after a bit, so I'm probably gonna add a couple of them from time to time. Okay, so we have wonders. What else did I add? I'm trying to remember because it's been a while since I last streamed, so I don't even remember what was actually part of the mod last time. So, oh yeah, diplomatic buildings. So right now we have, so these are now reworked. Emissary is unlocked at printing press, and they're not that different except for, oh man, I have to change that. Rip. Let me do my notes. I have no idea where all of these things are strewn. There's so many different things. So emissary text, 30 influence, envoy text 40. So I wanted to decrease influence because it feels like they're just so much, and then eventually you get to like, oh, so and so has over 1,000 influence with the city state. I've also changed how much influence you can get from quests. So yeah, emissary will be available to everyone. And then there's the envoy, which is actually cheaper, but envoy require consulates. Oh yeah, policy trees got a pretty big change. So yeah, envoy is cheaper. You can only buy with gold, but honestly, if you go statecraft, you'll see a moment. I've also reworked the, not completely. Some of them stay the same, but some of them went through a pretty major overhaul. So Envoy will be only available to those that were in statecraft, and then Chancery. It's a bit. Chancery is also statecraft only, so just to give statecraft a bit more of an advantage. Scrivener office, you still get free emissary. You don't get yields from allies anymore, and you get only +1 gold for every city-state friend. So it's a fairly big nerf, but my concept is that if you want to play the city-state game, go statecraft. Otherwise, you're just not gonna outcompete them. Because right now it feels like you can, like, even if you don't go statecraft, you can do pretty well. Like, you could be friends and get quite a bit of yields. I don't know. I feel like it's allowing mostly human players, actually AI to a certain extent as well, allow them to just dip into too many honeypots, and of course humans are gonna do much better in that aspect than AIs. So we have the Scrivener, printing press. Oh yeah, printing press doesn't give paper anymore. So if you're non-statecraft, Scrivener will be probably your only source of paper for a while, unless you build a Roam form. Roam form is basically the same as before, just more expensive in cost. I think a free Great Diplomat, the Imperial Seal plus 10 influence, and more production to diplomatic units is still worth it, because none of these are carved into stone, so changes is still possible. And then let's talk about policies, because I mentioned that. Fealty, I changed some things around. So in the past, honestly, the opener for fealty was really good, right? You have discount for purchasing buildings, missionaries, and inquisitors, and you get a monastery. Which honestly, even if you don't complete rest of fealty, it's pretty damn strong. So now I change it so you can't. I mean, you have to take 2 policies to get the monastery, and the monastery isn't even very strong. But we'll talk about that in a bit. So right now, you get plus 100% construction rate of castles and armories, and cheaper buildings, missionary, and inquisitor faith costs. The hope of the boost is that it might still be relevant. I've had games where by the time I get nobility, I've already gotten, like, the cities that I most critically need castles and or armories. I've already built them because I can't afford to wait for it. So hopefully now that'll be more useful. I mean, it's kind of like the current order, where you get boosts for buildings you probably already have, so it's not that relevant. And then nobility, you get +1 happiness as usual from castles. Right now it's +1 gold for castles and armories, because their maintenance is -1. I'm assuming they were +2 before because their maintenance was -2, or maintenance 2 gold. So break even. This still breaks even. And then this will allow you to get a monastery. A monastery only starts with 2 faith and food. That doesn't seem very impressive, right? I actually just realized something. I don't know what happens if I have the +1 delegate for every 20 cities following your religion. If it's just a normal building, does that mean you get that many? Okay, I actually need to investigate that. Actually, I'll probably change this. Monastery, +1 delegate, but on normal building. So does that mean that if you have 10 cities with monasteries and you spread your religion to 30 cities, you'll get 10 extra votes? or 20. Huh. I have to look into that. Yeah, that's actually pretty strong. Yeah, maybe I'll make it a. Maybe I should make it. Yeah, I'm. Right now, I'm leaning towards maybe changing that. Yeah, no, that ability is fine for natural wonder or wonder, but for a normal building, it's probably too hard to balance. Okay, so change to something else. I don't know what yet. Right now, I'm not in a creative. And then Divine Rights. So for Monastery, eventually you'll get +2 faith, 2 food, and 2 science. But you get the science from these 2 policies. So even if you grab these 2, Monastery is decent, but you won't unlock their full potential unless you actually complete fealty. So +1 science to Monastery, the unhappiness needs for boredom is still reduced by 15%. And then I removed the convert 25% happiness to culture. That is so weird. I felt like that didn't even really fit with fealty. Yes, you get happiness from castles. Yes, you get a boredom reduction, but it's just so weird. It doesn't even fit in. I just removed that altogether, and now it's +15 culture scaling with era when you get a citizen born in any city. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I forgot to talk about the scaler. Scaler is +2 food and +3 strength in each city for each policy you take. So this is actually stronger than the old fealty. Old fealty was +1 food and defense in every city. Now it's +2 food, so you'll get up to +10. So you'll be able to grow cities better. I would say this is still better for wider. Like if you go wide, because your cities will grow more. Happiness, yeah, happiness is still something I have to figure out. I don't like the current state of happiness. And yeah, once you complete it, you'll get +15 combat strength for each city. That seems like a lot, but honestly, I like that. Like, +5 doesn't feel that relevant. +15 means that if you are fighting an enemy that went fealty, you better expect your cities to be very hard to take. And I'm fine with that. And then as for the finisher, the only change I made was the cities that follow your majority religion generates +2. Before it was +3. I feel +3 was too strong. So yeah, with more food, the hope is that your cities will grow more and you'll get culture from that. And then for serfdom, it had a plus. What was it? It was gain from the yields for every 4 non-specialist citizen. I'm like, why? Why are you limited to not work specialists? So I just changed it so pastures give +1 instead of +2 production and +1 gold, and you get more foods from farms, so like more infrastructure. And then organized religion, you get more pressure. And then I also never understood the +1 faith to specialists, because fealty is supposed to be wide, and I'm like, you might not work as many specialists, so you might not even benefit that much from it. So I decided to just go with +1 faith to shrine, 10 point faith, purchase buildings. But if you really focus down, you could get +4 faith from each city. So the more city you have, the stronger it is. And then this didn't change. Now Statecraft, opener, +5 gold in capital. Just straight up +5. And then once you start adding in the various buffs, like if you go tradition, Throne room plus 5% to all yields. That is gonna help. And then plus 15% influence from trade missions. And then you get another 7 for each additional policy you take. So when you add it together, it's plus 50%. Influence from trade missions, which if you have 40 influence, that'll be 60, which is not insignificant. And then yeah, to further buff it, plus 10% gold for each, so you'll get up to plus 50%. So I want Seacraft to be like you'll be swimming more in gold. I may have to reduce that if that is too strong, but I still have too many things I need to implement, so I don't even think I'll be unlocking medieval era policies for a long time. And then everything, and then the only change was the finisher, where instead of one less policy required for every 3, now it's every 5. It's a slight nerf. It's already pretty strong. For service, you get a boost to build the diplomatic units, and you unlock the chancery. Trade Confederacy, this hasn't really changed. Shadow Network, gain more science generated by allied city-state, and you earn great diplomats faster, and city-state quests rewards increased. Consulates, so you have plus 1 delegate for every 8 city-states, and then for every 2 city-state alliances you get iron or horses. Before it was what, plus 1 of each strategic resource for every 3 city-state. I don't know why. Like it's a medieval era policy, and yet like Statecraft has such a massive impact later on. Like it has an immediate impact where you can get friends and allies with city-states very quickly, and then you also get all of these resources, and I'm like, that's just way too strong. So you'll get envoy, you get more iron and horses, and don't worry, I mean, iron is already pretty useful even in base VP, in that you will get right, naval units and units like artillery all needs iron. Horses will have uses. I mean, if not units, buildings. So. And then exchange markets. Oh yeah, this one was in. So before it was like plus 1 trade route, I think. Plus 1 trade route, plus 1 happiness for each active trade route. Remove that. I didn't want as many trade route bonuses. I also removed the trade route give you more what do you call it? Trade route gives you tourism, because yeah, it just feels to me like Statecraft can do. It can work diplomatic. It can work cultural victory. It can work science victory, because before it was like for every active you get plus 3% science or something. It can do so many things. So I'm like, now it will do less. It will get some science, not a lot. It will have a lot of gold. It will have the resources needed to fight wars in medieval and Renaissance, Enlightenment. Industrial might be a different. I haven't planned that far yet. You'll get your city-state allies. You'll benefit from that. And then now your resting point for influence with city-state is 20, so it's much easier to be friends. Just put you in a. So instead of being able to do everything, now you can do city-states much better than all of your other competition, and I like that. And artistry, opener, plus 1 food from specialists. So specialists will cost 1 less food, which is actually, it does add up, especially when food is really important in my mod. And then refinement, it was like +1 happiness for all guilds and +1 happiness for every 3 great work. Like, why? So I made it +2 happiness from all guilds and +1 culture from specialists. And then for this one, yeah, another plus. So from this policy tree, you'll basically get -2 food used by specialists, which does add up. And then everything else is nerfed a bit, so they're not too strong. Honestly, Great Works is really strong because, I mean, I haven't found it yet, but I think Great Work is like all in the DLL, so I can't access it yet. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that for Scalar, +2 golden age points and +5% great person rates in every city. In the past, the opener is just +25% great person rate. Now you complete it and you'll get +25%. And I don't think I changed anything for the finisher. Yeah, artistry I changed the least. Like, yeah, I changed some numbers. Before it was +100 golden age points when you construct world or national wonder. Now it's 50. And instead of 4 tourism and golden age points, now it's 2 from universities. And national treasure, I also don't get why you get gold when you expand units. I'm like, they're trying to do far too many things. So as a constellation, which I think is a very good constellation, you get 2 free great people. And given that the overall rate of great people generation is lower, 2 free ones could be pretty awesome. That hasn't changed. So that's policies. Yeah, it's a lot. What else? World Congress, Renaissance era. So in the past, Renaissance, you get base vote, 1 base vote, 1 host vote, 1 for embassy, and then you don't get any for city-state alliances. Now you get 1 for city-state. So it does benefit. It is a good idea to rush it if you can. And these are they're not Enlightenment era. They're late Renaissance. Wait, are they? I just don't remember. They are late Renaissance. And then Enlightenment era is the same as Renaissance. Industrial will have 2 base votes. Host gets additional 2, and then everything else is 1. And then I changed the overall yields. Treasure fleet, now you get a galleon instead of frigate because frigate is very late and galleon is sooner. Treasure fleet only applies to naval melee units now. And then Global Peace Accord has now require atomic theory, so it's like very late. My idea is like, come on, nobody was gonna encourage peace. Let's have the warmongers have a little fun for a while. And then I also removed 3 resolutions. Nuclear non-proliferation, because I'm not really gonna implement nuclear weapons. I feel they're just way too hard to balance. And I like someone in the VP Discord said it best. It's like, if the AI really knows how to use nukes, they will probably defeat humans, because humans rely on fewer but more experienced units, and nukes don't care how much experience you have because it will destroy you. So if AI destroys your more experienced units and they could outproduce you, you are going to lose. So I'm not gonna have nuclear spaceflight regulations. I removed it because last I heard it was bugged, and space race is gonna change because I'm gonna be adding more eras. So yeah. And then sphere of influence, definitely removed that because that was way too powerful. That was crazy strong. So I decided to remove that. City state yields got changed a bit. Also, warrior. Okay. The warrior has +1 movement and +1 vision, so they will not be great for exploring. That was never the intention anyways. And also, Tree of Life no longer goes obsolete because it actually creates a really weird bug. For anyone interested, it actually creates this bug. Wow, this is awful. Well, my border's not going to grow, so I'm stuck. So I can either... or let's go for grasslands. So, agriculture. So... oh yeah, I need to fix that as well. Gandhi. You are too strong. So the reason why I have this guy is because I need to observe the rate at which AI are... the rate at which the AI is progressing. I don't want them to go too far. Of course, maybe it's just too difficult for me to... wow, I can one-shot these. Luckily, there are mountains. And I'm not gonna get anywhere. So, I don't want to remove the barbarian encampments because I want to know how things work out. Okay. So you will actually... man, they can still technically attack you. Actually, this is how I'm gonna... I'm basically going to observe the AI. Did he finish building? Ah, interesting. +2. What are you working at? Yeah. I just worked that because that will... but after that, I will probably improve coast. Wait, really? I thought these... oh, so basically Ulandi doesn't get any food. Huh, interesting. Yeah, this is just to observe the rate at which they have 8 turns. Okay, so they do... well, I guess you get enough population to get popular. Yeah, brutes are 5. Brutes are 5 combat strength. I still have a lot of things I need to do. Pre-Iron Age. Did you actually attack? I don't know if that's foolish. Oh yeah, brutes actually have 2 strength. Just to make it so like pushing out is... are you actually chasing? No way. No way. Do you get enough of a bonus? I was so confused. I was like, there's no way you could win against that. Okay, I mean, they're... technology. So, one problem in the past is that... okay, we got agriculture. not. Wait, did I misread this? No, that's grassland. What? Does it no longer do what it does anymore? Ah, shoot. Or does it just not update? Oh no, it's just right. Forested Hill doesn't get anything, so I screwed up already. And that will probably come back to. Okay, he does get gold per turn from the new changes. Wait, how? Oh yeah, I'm like, how am I at 6 gold? Right, by encountering those city states. Wait, doesn't marsh give 1 food? No. Yes. Oh that's grassland. I thought that was a marsh. Looks like a marsh. Oh, but it does give food right under the city, so I can actually potentially grow too. I don't know why it doesn't automatically select the warrior, because it's not like I'm getting anything else. Anima under attack. Actually, now I'm curious if any of most advanced. Okay, that is looking good. AI will have a bit more gold, which I'm actually fine with. Like, it won't be a massive bonus. Actually, wait, did I change what turns barbarians will enter territory? I don't think so. Oh no, we're gonna run out of room because I have wait, 2 coastal tiles. Yeah. Ah, that sucks. So, in terms of what I, yeah, that's weird. In terms of what I implemented for difficulty, I use melees. I just don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. So the idea is that he actually changes the DIL, and he's made it so that he's made it so that you might not survive. He's made it so every 10 turns you get yield. The problem for me is that he set it up for VP where you get culture from the very start. I don't want culture to come into play until Iron Age, so it does make things challenging. Yep, 3 techs. I mean, yeah, I probably should explore more and just. I mean, I can. I mean, we can explore. Yeah, hand axe and. Oh, I was like, shouldn't there be another civilization? Yeah, I need a larger, what do you call it? I need a larger sample size. Oh, now I just feel stupid. Because There's like 2 other civilizations on this continent. Oh look, all these warriors. Maybe I should make them more expensive. But they aren't worth that much. Does fishing give lakes +1 food? Oh no. That is not intentional, I assure you. Huh, even the barbarians are really tame as the whole. Ooh! I wonder if... No, they shouldn't be able to take... Shouldn't be able to take cities. They programmed this so they can't... It's okay, you can take a little damage, you can heal. 6 techs. When did they speed up? I might need to bring out my spreadsheet. Yeah, maybe I don't want to use melee's difficulty. That is the wrong one. So right now, every 10 turns, they should only get 0.0. So how are they? Unless I didn't do it properly. Did they go for carving? Is that why? Oh, hello. Hello there. I don't know how they're getting this much. No, there's no way that city could fall. Just saying. Yeah, maybe I should make warriors more expensive. So that they're actually... You can't even chase it down, that is sad. Text. Because this early on, if you lag behind, you're just in trouble. Oh, you poor thing. Guarded by Hannah. And they're gonna die. Already 6 techs. Not surprised by that. So if city-states do fall, that is a very interesting concept. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, also 6. There's not... Do I want even less? See, the problem is if I set the bonus even less. I mean, I still don't know how they jump ahead. 4. Shouldn't be getting that much unless math's wrong. is entirely possible. And there's also a very good chance that civilization haven't even met each other. Yeah, I should probably make warriors a bit more expensive. So you can't spam as many of them. Oh my god, you got promotion. I mean, you survived long enough to get promotion. That's something. Yeah, these are things I need to check. Because I don't have any testers yet, so I have to rely on myself. Figure things out. Yeah, probably too many warriors at the start. Yeah, no city states should fall. I mean, it'd be cool if they do. But... oh yeah, speaking of barbarians and city states, I've also made it so like in the past you get plus 50 influence per kill. Now you only get plus 5. That was just way too strong. I am 7 techs. I mean, is that a bad thing? Who? What? Oh, it must be Arabia. Oh, India. Wait, is there an Arabia? I must be imagining things. See, that's the thing. Like, if who? Damn. They are Lawrence. I need to make some changes. Or I mean to be fair, this isn't a great test. Because in theory, so you build $50. Yep. Did they get the shaman hut? I mean, do I want player to be behind from the very start? Oh, that is scary. I mean, you might still die. Actually, no, zonal control should. Stalemate. Yeah, difficulty is one of those really hard to balance things. Even explore now. But this is indeed not very. Yeah, if I can just slow them down. See, I think mostly like the fact that they probably already built their shaman hut, which makes a huge difference. Go here. And brutes, as strong as they are, they're not quite bullying everyone. Wait, how much gold are they getting? That is... How much gold are they supposed to get? So, 67 turns, so 6. I think there's something about Melee's difficulty thing that I'm just not understanding. I mean, the alternative is I don't change any more things for the AI. Instead, I'll change the bonuses player gets. And text. No, this is a very... This provides a lot of insight on things I should be aware of. I like it. But I probably... Yeah, okay. Too many warriors. Make warriors more production cost. I'll understand what I mean. I mean, yeah, no, this is way too many units. My goodness. You take any damage? How much damage did he take? 4. Okay. I mean, it's something. And he heals. Yeah, too many is not great either. Wait, what? Oh, I haven't finished researching. I was like, why is that not available to me? Wait, really? Okay, yeah, okay. So as you can see, I only got 5. 4. Yeah, update notification for 5 influence per barb kill. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, there are so many notifications that I'm probably not aware of them. Okay, he's enter Copper Era. Wait, what did he pick? That's actually really strong. Yeah, no, there will be changes. Empire modifier for unit supply -20. Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, that's way too many units. 100. Did you get 2? Did that make it more expensive? There are more wonders. I just don't know which is which. Oh, really? Wait, there shouldn't be any... Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, this is a very... Oh, wow. Wait, what? Okay, I don't think I've implemented something correctly. Yeah, no, I need to look at it. They are getting policies. So they are getting culture. So maybe it's not even the... Might not even be using the melee. Yeah, no, that is too strong. Huh, but it's a very good insight. Like, if I don't test it, I won't know. So, that difficulty, make changes. It's going to be very hard. Because with the cost, what happens is you have this base cost, and then you have these exponential and whatever. And if I make the base cost too much, it's there's definitely something that says, hey, if you build wonders, you get amount of yields. And yeah, that like I only get 12 for, I think, meeting all the city states for the first time. Yeah, the difficulty is going to take a lot more time, but it's fine. I mean, I really want to make this work, but worse, why the heck are you even starving? Why will you grow to your population where you starve? I don't know. But yeah, I'll definitely look into it. Like, yeah. I mean, I guess. No, I need to look into it. Yeah, difficulty will be one of the harder things. So probably in the future, streams for my Civ 5 will probably be me talking about new changes and then just testing out, trying to get it right. It's gonna be hard, but hey, if it's too easy, everybody can do it, and it wouldn't be satisfying, right? So, all right, I am going to end the stream here. Thank you everyone for watching. I got enough data to go from here, so hopefully I'll be able to figure things out. But anyways, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you have a good one.